Hey guys, follow me on in. Let's see what Bob and Jim are up to.
Hey, Tony. Hi, Tony.
Hello. Hello.
Welcome in.
Thank you. So please walk us around and tell us everything that you have, or at least the area in the focus.
Okay, so this is restoration leftovers, and there's all kinds of things that are left over from restorations, and then there's all kinds of new or antique, vintage, fun things to buy. Like a renovation piece would be, for example, this shelf I made. This is an old door topper from a Victorian house, right? So it would have had long pieces going down, but I turned it into a little art shelf, right?
Very nice.
So you can see we have different shutters, different renovation pieces around the shop. So when I'm bored, I'll grab some of these things and make something out of it. Like around here, there's a fun mirror I made. Just out of leftover house parts. So it's got a mirror and you can hang your hooks on it. And it's right around the corner there, Scotty. Yeah. So we just do fun stuff and like a crate full of spindles and salvage.
Question. So
You'd be shocked how much people come in and buy some of these because they use them to make something else with too.
Better than going to Menards.
Behind you have
I'm telling you, because I just bought
trim.
some of that.
We have trim from historic homes.
Very nice.
People buy to either use in their home or to use as someone bought a piece of that to put hooks to hang their baseball caps on. So it makes a really cool piece instead of just buying something brand new from the store.
And not all our leftovers are from old house renovations. Like for example, here's a couple art pieces and there's a bigger one here right behind you. These are actually from a drop cloth from an artist that was here at Front Street who no longer wanted a drop cloth. And I'm like, well, hold on. I can frame that and make it into art, right?
That's awesome.
So you get kind of
art.
affordable
You have a
art.
very artistic eye. So, yeah. All right, well, show us the back of the place. Like, what's going on back there?
Well, we're not going to take you to the back.
Not the back,
We'll take
okay.
you to the shop.
Okay.
We can pan the back, but so over here we do some of our more upscale pieces in this area, where this is like things, vintage pieces that people have given us, or people have died and their family doesn't want the items. Again, these 5 right here were from a larger painting that had been damaged and somebody threw it away. And I'm like, well, hold on. I can cut the good pieces out of that and make art with it, right? And so that's what I did. And that's actually, I've done several series of those because there were several paintings that got thrown away, and that's the last of them. Up here you'll see we have a small collection of frames hanging. Just some of our 500 frames. You can see some piled up on the shelves back there, and I actually have carts of frames back there in the other shop. So when people want things framed, I'm like, bring us what you have, show us the size you're looking for, and I'll see what I can find.
I really like, I like the piece right there in the middle.
With the glass?
With the glass, yeah, that's
they're actually
different.
for sale. We
Oh, they are for
price
sale.
on them,
That's like, yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, one of
That's
our
very
neighbors
cool.
where we live, she downsized and couldn't use them in her house, and she moved into an apartment near us, and she gave us a bunch of stuff, and those were, hanging in her kitchen
Yeah.
for years and years, and
Yeah.
she's like, put them in your shop. We're
They're
like,
very
"Okay."
cool pieces.
Yeah, they are.
And then we even get like weird things like right here, and I love when people guess what this is. Can you guess what it is?
First thing that comes to my mind is keys.
It's the inside of the piano.
Piano. Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I
there
was
would have been
born-
strings attached to all these, and when you hit the piano keys, they would have hit
Yeah.
things and made noise. Yeah. So my brother had an old piano in his house, and he didn't want to throw it away, but he couldn't use it, and it needed to go, so he disassembled it and called me up. Do you want some of the pieces? I'm like, okay. So that's
What
one of
is
the
an
pieces.
idea if someone would use that? Like just as a
This, I think, would just be
Or
a
just
piece
as
of
it is?
fun thing to
fun thing?
have in
Okay.
your house. And
Conversation piece.
we got $25 on it. Where can you get something fun like that for $25?
Yeah, that's what I'm
You-
like,
you really
what
can't.
can I do with that? I'm trying to get some ideas.
Right. Well,
Very
that's
cool.
some of the things we do here. Like We have a couple old adding machines. We have an old typewriter from the 1920s. We've had old fans, just different things. So anything we can find, we'll find a new way to give it new life and give it a second chance.
So I noticed the furniture. Do you always have furniture? Do you like, if this sold,
Right.
you're able to
Actually, these couches and chair aren't for sale. They're part
Okay.
of our display.
Okay.
Because we always
Okay.
want our shop to look welcoming and
Comfy,
homely.
cozy, yeah.
And a lot of times they're empty and people will be sitting on them having cocktails during First
Very
Friday.
cool. Okay.
Right now I have a little bit more inventory than I'd like, so I'm trying to display it using them as display pieces.
yeah,
We've had people
sure.
offer to buy them,
Mm-hmm.
but they were actually in one of my first houses like 30 years ago, so I'm not ready to part
okay.
with them still.
Okay.
We do have some furniture though, like this piece and this piece that he built himself,
Okay.
and those are available for purchase. We also have a friend who refurbishes chairs, like this one. This was an old chair that was actually here at Front Street and somebody didn't want. There were actually a whole set of them. And so a friend of ours took them, cleaned them up, painted them, and did the weaving on, I'm not sure what that's called, for the seats. And these are available for purchase.
And you're standing next to what was a rusty old metal rack. And it used to be the holder for a 10-gallon aquarium back in the 70s.
Okay.
So I cleaned it up, painted it, and got vintage wood, made the 2 shelves, and now it's a cool end table. So where else can you buy? You can't get that on Wayfair, right? No.
You don't give yourself enough credit.
Yeah,
So
so-
you don't give yourself enough credit.
But, you know, I see an old rusty piece of metal,
Yeah.
and I'm like, that could be a table. Let's go.
Yeah. So tell me your favorite piece in here. What is your something that you cannot part with?
Well, if I couldn't part with it, it wouldn't be in here because
Well,
it would. I
That
would
you
hang it up.
miss
But
if it left.
you know, I miss a lot of it, but I'm always happy because the people buying it are very
Yeah.
happy and very appreciative.
Yeah.
So I think one of my favorite collections or pieces is some of this Fiesta ware, because a customer of ours, their mother passed away and she had boxes of this vintage Fiesta ware from the 30s and 40s, and they didn't know what to do with it, so they gave it to us. And like, here's an example, I turned some of them into cake stands, and so I gave it a new life. And unfortunately, the husband passed away recently, so this has like special meaning because they were great customers, and he was young when he passed away, like in his 40s.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, that's one of my favorite stories, I'll say.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
And then, of course, you have to ask about the man.
I just looked up.
You just
so
looked up?
Please
Okay.
tell me about the man.
Jim, you can tell the story about the man.
Well, Mr. Man is, he was trying to get in there. He thought he could get through the hole. I told him he couldn't, and now he's stuck. Or the real story is,
I saw half a mannequin in a dumpster, and I'm like, you can't throw away half a mannequin. We can do something with that. So I hung it up there and I dressed him, and that's where he lives. And
But-
it's funny the amount of people who don't notice him at first, but little kids always notice him because little
Children.
kids are always looking up at their parents and stuff.
right?
And then it's just fun.
I think children are more full of wonder and they're looking around, and a lot of times they'll start laughing and their parents don't know what they're laughing at, and they point up at Mr. Man, and then everyone gets a good laugh.
Well, these are such great price points. Just very curious on how people can pay. Like, what form of payment do you
We
take?
do cash because we're old fashioned, or we do PayPal and Venmo. And sometimes we'll take a check, but we don't do credit or debit just
Okay.
because
No.
we're in this for a hobby and the fees and bank charges are just outrageous, you know, so we don't do that.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, is there anything else that you would like to share with us?
Just that everyone's welcome to come First Fridays. You want to go to the other store?